Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Saturday. Big college football slate today, guys. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. Working our way to 23.2K subs. So go ahead and make that happen this weekend. That would be awesome. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action, guys. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Big slate today. First matchup, we got Illinois versus Northwestern. Illinois opening up as an 8-point road favorite with the over-under at 44. Illinois coming into this matchup 8-3, Northwestern 4-7. Illinois on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a Rutgers win. Northwestern on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a 50-6 loss against Michigan. Against the good teams and ranked teams, they've gotten murdered so far this season. Illinois 6-1 covering on the road, haven't been the best against Northwestern. They're just 2-7 against Northwestern here, but this Northwestern team is pretty bad here against good opponents. They really struggle, and they really struggle to score too. I think it's a good spot for Illinois here. I think they should have no problem dominating this team. Give me Illinois -8 and money line on the road today. Next matchup, we got Michigan versus Ohio State. Ohio State opening up as a 19.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 42. Michigan coming into this matchup 6-5. Ohio State 10-1. Michigan, they are coming off a 50-6 win against Northwestern. Ohio State, they're on a 5-game winning streak, coming off a big Indiana win, 38-15. Michigan, 4-15 against Ohio State, 1-9 on the road against Ohio State. They've really struggled against Ohio State here. Ohio State 10-0 at home. They're very good against Michigan. I just don't know if I trust Michigan here against a good team, against a team like Ohio State. I just don't know. I don't love the offense here. Aside from last week, against Oregon, they really struggled. Against Indiana, they kept it close, but they really struggled in a defensive battle there. I gotta take Ohio State here. I just think they're gonna have a nice game, dominant at home. Not sure if Michigan's gonna be able to keep up with this offense they have. Passing game hasn't been good. I'll take Ohio State -19.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got South Carolina versus Clemson. Clemson opening up as a 2.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 49. South Carolina coming into this matchup 8-3. Clemson 9-2. South Carolina coming off, they're on a 5-game winning streak, coming off a Wofford win. Clemson on a 3-game winning streak. They're 9-1 in their last 10, coming off a Citadel win. South Carolina 1-8 against Clemson. 2-5 covering against Clemson. They haven't been good against Clemson here. Clemson 17-3 at home, where they're pretty dominant. The unders hitting Clemson's 9 of their last 13 against South Carolina. Really great ranked matchup here, ACC and SEC. Man, I just think it's tough. It's tough to play in Clemson, and I don't know. I just feel like it's a spot where South Carolina falls here. Give me Clemson -2.5 and money line at home today. Next matchup, we got Tennessee versus Vanderbilt. Tennessee opening up as an 11-point road favorite with the over-under at 48.5. Tennessee coming into this matchup 9-2. Vanderbilt 6-5. Tennessee coming off a 56-0 win against UTEP. Vanderbilt, they're on a 2-game losing streak. They're coming off an LSU loss. Tennessee 11-3 on the road against Vanderbilt. 5-0 against Vanderbilt. They've been very good against Vanderbilt here. Vanderbilt, started off really good, and then it's just the nature of the SEC. Hard to win in the SEC here, and that's what Vanderbilt's been doing. Haven't been able to win against another tough opponent where they've struggled against this season. Give me Tennessee -11 and money line on the road today. Next matchup, we got UTSA versus Army. Army opening up as a 6.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 54. UTSA coming into this matchup 6-5. Army 9-1. UTSA on a 3-game winning streak, coming off a Temple win. Army, they're coming off, a bad Notre Dame loss, their first loss of the season, 49-14 here. UTSA 0-6 covering on the road. Army 7-0 at home. 9-0 against the AACC conference. Yeah, I love Army. I think it's a great bounce back for them. You know, got beat by Notre Dame. We all knew Notre Dame was going to beat them down. But, you know, back to reality here. Playing UTSA here, I think they really bounce back against a pretty mid UTSA team. Give me Army minus 6.5 on money line at home today. Next matchup, we got Arizona State versus Arizona. Arizona State opening up as a 9-point road favorite with the over-under at 53.5. Arizona State coming into this matchup 9-2. Arizona 4-7. Arizona State, they're hot right now. They're on a 4-game winning streak, coming off a big BYU win. Arizona, horrible season for them. They're coming off a 49-28 loss against TCU. Crazy. They had kind of high expectations to have a good season, and they have just been absolutely bad. Arizona State 5-2 against Arizona here. They're 6-1 covering the spread right now. The overstayed in Arizona State, 7 of their last 7 on the road against Arizona. Yeah, I'm really liking Arizona State. They've looked really good. Arizona's been bad. They've gotten blown out a lot. I'll take Arizona State minus 9 on money line on the road today. Next matchup, we got Arkansas versus Missouri. Missouri opening up as a 3-point home favorite with the over-under at 54. Arkansas coming into this matchup 6-5. Missouri 8-3. Arkansas, they're coming off a La Tech win 35-14. Missouri, they're coming off a Mississippi State win 39-20. Arkansas, they're 1-7 against Missouri. 0-5 on the road against Missouri here. 4-12 in SEC play right now. Missouri 9-0 at home. 5-1 covering the spread here. Yeah, I don't like Arkansas. They've just been pretty bad here. Haven't been able to beat them, especially on the road. Give me Missouri minus 2.5 on money line at home today. Next matchup, we've got Auburn versus Alabama. Bama opening up as a 10.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 52.5. Auburn coming into this matchup 5-6. Bama 8-3. Auburn, they're on a 2-game winning streak. They're coming off a big Texas A&M win. Bama, they're coming off a bad Oklahoma loss 24-3. Auburn 1-5 against Alabama. 0-6 on the road against Alabama. They've been very bad against Bama here. Bama 11-0 at home, 6-0 at home against Auburn. If this was in Auburn, I think it'd be a different story. I think we get a monster bounce back game from Bama. Yeah. Bama at home. I think they bounce back. They scored 3 points last week. They're going to bounce back today. I'm going to buy a point. Give me Bama minus 9.5 and money line at home today. Next matchup, we've got SMU versus California. SMU opening up as a 13.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 55.5. Cal coming into this matchup 6-5. SMU 10-1. Cal, they're coming off a Stanford win. SMU, they're on an 8-game winning streak, coming off a big Virginia win. Cal, just 2-5 against the ACC right now. SMU 13-1 at home. Big win streak they're on. They're 7-0 in conference play. 6-2 covering the spread. Yeah, SMU's just been great here. Offense has been great. Cal, very mid, disappointing season for them here. Gotta ride SMU. They've just been so hot and a lot on the line for them. They need to keep winning. Give me SMU minus 13.5 and money line at home today. Next matchup, we got Maryland versus Penn State. Penn State opening up as a 25-point home favorite with the over-under at 50. Maryland coming into this matchup 4-7. Penn State 10-1. Maryland, they're on a 4-game losing streak, coming off an Iowa loss. Penn State, they're on a 3-game winning streak, 9-1 in their last 10, coming off a 1-point Minnesota win. Yeah, Maryland's been bad against even against some of the bad teams. They've gotten beat bad, but Oregon, lost by 3 scores. Minnesota, I mean, they've had a lot of games where they've gotten blown out here. Maryland 1-8 against Penn State, 1-7 covering against Penn State. They just haven't been good against Penn State here at all. The unders hit in Penn State's 5 of their last 6 against Maryland. This is a pretty high spread. They were 24-point dogs against Oregon. Got the cover, only lost by like 21. That's the biggest dogs they've been this season is 24. So this will be the biggest dog they've been. Penn State. But man, we've seen what they did to Purdue, 49-10. What they did to Washington, 35-6. Yeah, just those recent games they've dominated. I just think I gotta take Penn State. We've seen them blow teams out. This Maryland team stinks. Give me Penn State minus 25 at home for a dominating win today. Next matchup, we got Miami versus Syracuse. Miami opening up as an 11-point road favorite with the over-under at 67. Miami coming into this matchup 10-1. Syracuse 8-3. Miami, they're coming off a Wake Forest win, 42-14. Syracuse coming off a 31-24 win against UConn. Miami 6-0 against Syracuse, 4-2 covering against Syracuse, 7-1 against the ACC right now. Syracuse 6-1 at home. They've been playing good at home. I mean, this is a pretty good matchup here. I think the over is probably a good play. Both teams are going to score, but I don't know. I just think Miami is going to pull away. That's kind of what they do. They kind of have a little bit of a slow start in the first halves. Second half, though, Miami, they really turn on the Jets, and they score a lot in the second half. So I think I got to take Miami minus 11 and money line on the road today. Next matchup, we got Notre Dame versus USC. Notre Dame opening up as a 7.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 52.5. Notre Dame coming into this matchup 10-1. USC 6-5. Notre Dame, on a 9-game winning streak, coming off a dominating Army win. USC, they're on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a UCLA win. Notre Dame 5-1 against USC. 16-4 on the road here. 7-0 covering the spread right now. I just don't trust USC here. You know, they've switched quarterbacks. They've had a very bad season. Their season's done. Notre Dame, I mean, they still got a lot to play for. They need to keep winning out. And they've looked good. They've been pretty dominant here. Yeah, it's going to be tough against Notre Dame here. Getting them pretty cheap today, I think. Give me Notre Dame minus 6.5 on money line on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got Purdue versus Indiana. Indiana opening up as a 29-point home favorite with the over/under at 56.5. Purdue coming into this matchup 1-10. Indiana 10-1. Purdue, they're coming off a 24-17 loss against Michigan State. Indiana, they're coming off the Ohio State loss, their first loss of the season here. Purdue 0-9 on the road, 2-8 covering the spread. This just smells like a Indiana dominant game. I mean, you saw Purdue, Penn State, they lost by 39, lost by 45 to Ohio State, 35 to Oregon. Yeah, against the good teams, they've been getting just absolutely dominated. 66-7 against Notre Dame. Yeah, I think Indiana bounces back. I think they're going to dominate them here. Give me Indiana minus 29 at home today. Next matchup, we got Kansas State versus Iowa State. Iowa State opening up as a 2.5-point home favorite with the over/under at 51.5. Kansas State coming into this matchup 8-3. Iowa State 9-2. Kansas State, they're coming off a Cincinnati win. Iowa State, they're on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a Utah win. Kansas State, just 2-7-1 covering against Iowa State here. 1-5 covering on the road, 2-4 covering the spread. They have not been good covering the spread in really any department. This is a tough battle for both teams. Two good ranked teams. Iowa State 5-1 at home. I think I'm gonna lean with the home team. I kind of just like the way the Iowa State's played overall, and yeah, tough one. I think I'm gonna take Iowa State minus 2.5 and money line at home today. Next is matchup. We got a dominant one. We got the Texas Longhorns versus the Texas A&M Aggies. Big matchup here. Texas opening up as a 5.5-point road favorite with the over/under at 49. Texas coming into this matchup 10-1. A&M 8-3. Texas, they are on a 4-game winning streak, coming off a 31-14 win against Kentucky. Texas A&M, they're coming off a 2-point Auburn loss. Texas 10-0 on the road. They're 5-1 on the road against A&M, 9-3 against Texas A&M. They've been pretty dominant against Texas A&M here. Going to be a great ranked battle. It is tough to play in A&M. They're 5-0 at home. Just 1-5 at home against Texas. This one's tough because this is a big one here. Both teams need this game. But I just think Texas is the better team here. I think they've got better quarterback play. Not in love with the quarterback situation I've seen from A&M. We've seen them really struggle. Especially offensively. Hasn't been amazing. I just think Texas is going to prevail here. Keep their great season alive. Kind of a cheap spread, but I think Texas is just going to find the way. Single digit spread. Give me Texas minus 5.5 and money line on the road today. Next matchup, we got Washington versus Oregon. Oregon opening up as an 18-point home favorite with the over-under at 51. Washington coming into this matchup 6-5. Oregon 11-0. Washington coming off a UCLA win. Oregon undefeated. That they win. You know, they're trying to finish the season undefeated here, so they need this win here. Keep that stay undefeated. Washington 5-15 against Oregon, 2-8 on the road against Oregon here. Oregon 10-0 at home. I'm sorry, 10-0, and they're on a 10-game win streak. 14-0 at home right now. 8-2 at home against Washington. I just don't see how Washington's really going to come in here and do anything. They haven't been that good this season. I think Oregon comes out and dominates. I'll take Oregon minus 18 at home today. Throw them in. I mean, if you can, throw them in your crazy money line parlays as well. Next matchup, we got Nevada versus UNLV. UNLV opening up as a 17.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 55.5. Nevada coming into this matchup 3-9. UNLV 9-2. Nevada, they're on a 5-game losing streak, coming off an Air Force loss. UNLV on a 3-game winning streak, coming off a San Jose State win. Nevada 2-14 on the road, 0-10 in conference play. They just haven't been good. UNLV's been pretty solid this season. Yeah, I just don't love Nevada. Bad stretch they're on. Give me UNLV minus 17.5 at home today. In the last matchup, we got Houston versus BYU. BYU opening up as a 13-point home favorite with the over-under at 41. Houston coming into this matchup 4-7. BYU 9-2. Houston, they're on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a Baylor loss. BYU on a 2-game losing streak. They're coming off an Arizona State loss here. Houston, they just haven't really been good this season. BYU, tough 2-game stretch for them against 2 really good teams here. I just think they bounce back at home against a pretty bad Houston team. Give me BYU minus 13 and money line at home today. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Saturday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Sunday. Have a good one.